Welcome back. It's the Watchpoint Post Show. Our next guest is the assistant coach on a team that is currently on a ridiculous run. I'm super excited to have this man. We got Harsha on the desk. How you doing, buddy?
What's up? Pretty good.
Doing pretty good. Look, first of all, can we talk about this haircut?
No.
Brent just said you look straight out of Naruto.
I mean, I was saying he looked like Naruto because he was doing this in front of his lips.
Ah.
Like he looked like he's...
Puckett doesn't understand.
I don't watch the animes. I'm an adult. All right. Hey! All right. Well, Harsha, I first met you shortly after I met these two chuckleheads, Brent and Josh, over at Contenders, and I saw you are on a podcast with them. How did you get to where you're at as a successful adult human being today?
I don't know about that much, but I just got offered a job with Shock and took the opportunity and then ended up with Titans. That's pretty much it.
And what were your strengths? Like, why did these franchises come after you? Did you apply for this? What was the whole process like as a coach?
So along with Josh, I used to make a bunch of analytical videos and stuff like that. Shock ended up giving me a trial because of that. They saw some of them and then they let me come and spectate scrims, and then after that, basically just got a job offer.
There you go. Seemed to work out for a while there. And now
Easy.
on the Titans. Brent, you're up next.
All right, so what were your expectations then for the team coming into this, into the Overwatch League? And I guess as an organization as well, because you pick up Runaway, this squad, who are just phenomenal. Were you expecting them to be as dominant as you are now in the league?
So coming in, I knew we'd be a good team. I didn't really expect us to go 16-0, or I think that's what we're at right now. Yeah. But I definitely thought we had a chance to contend for the Stage 1 title and then a chance to contend for the rest of the season. But coming in and going undefeated has really been, I think, a really cool experience, and we definitely didn't expect that at all.
Okay. So as a coaching staff coming into this, right, with a team that's been long-standing for so long, what has it been like, I guess, coaching these players with so much chemistry already built?
They make the job really easy is what I would say. They're all really good guys. They're all really receptive to feedback, and they're always willing to learn, and they work really hard. So it's just a good treat working with these guys.
Okay. And a final question from me.
Keep going, Brent.
Happy to know is how much of the coaching is I guess pre-planned in game. How much of it is in game, sort of adapting on the fly for you guys for the Vancouver Titans?
Definitely, our head coach Pagion makes a lot of the game plan decisions, and then the team, they have so much experience that they're able to, when they get into a tough situation in-game, they're able to think about situations that have happened before in the past and kind of draw from that, what the right answer is and lean on that, basically.
Harsha, how's your Korean?
It's coming along.
It's coming along. What's it like to, live and try to communicate with everybody?
So I have some experience doing that with Shock just because we had an all-Korean coaching staff at the end of Season 1. And then I lived actually with Architect in Choi Hyobin. So I learned a bit of Korean there, and they learned a bit of English. And it's kind of the same situation here with Titans. A lot of the players know at least basic English, and we can communicate with that.
All right, fair enough.
What is it like? So you used to work for the San Francisco Shock. We had Krusty on yesterday. He was talking good things about you. Only good things,
yeah,
don't
worry.
What's it like to go from San Francisco Shock, who was struggling last year, honestly, but was starting to make trends upwards towards the end of the season, and see them have so much success without you being there? I mean, not that was the change that they made that made you better, but what's that like from the outside now that you're rivals to be able to see them improve?
I think it's worked out okay for me as well. But
That's true.
No, leaving Shock, I definitely knew there was still going to be an upward trending team, and I knew they were going to. I told Sinatra before I left, you guys are probably going to be one of the best teams in the league, so don't worry. And it turned out that way. But that team's expectation is always to build for the future, and then now it's the future, so they're here.
What was it like playing against them then as well? What were the emotions like in that game in the Stage 1 finals? When it was such a nutty match, you went all the way right to the wire, and you've got the history with both of the teams.
So that was probably the most emotional match of Overwatch ever for me, just because I have history with both of the teams, and I really didn't want... We had actually beaten Shock before earlier in that stage, and so I really didn't want it to be a situation where we won earlier and then they came back and beat us when it mattered most. So when we were able to clutch it out, it was really exhilarating, I'd say.
It's a pretty good win. It went to a Game 7. Pretty good comeback there after we all thought it was going to be the Shock. But speaking of the Shock, we had Krusty on the show yesterday, and he said they expect a rematch against the Titans in the finals, potentially for Stage 2. He said the Shock are going to win it. Anything to say back to Krusty?
So there are a lot of strong teams, I would say, in Overwatch League right now. I think Krusty should, worry about the next game first, then start thinking about us when he gets to the finals. But definitely, we expect to see Shock as well, and we're going to see the same result, I think.
That's very calm. Brendan told me you would spit that hot fire. It's the least fiery takes
the
ever.
trouble is he's been media trained.
I appreciate the respect. Last real question: where can I get this awesome jacket?
I'm not sure.
I'll steal it from
Maybe
you later.
Fanatics.com.
Right. So, Harsha, we got the tough stuff out of the way. It's time to have a little fun. We're going to do some rapid fire questions. I know you watched the post show, so here how it works. If you haven't, I'm going to ask you a question. First thing that comes to the top of your head, we're going to go down the line, back and forth. You ready? First one. If you picked an actual gamer tag, you went with your first name, I went with my last name. But if you weren't lazy and created a real gamer tag, what would it be?
So the gamer tag I used outside of just Harsha is called Flea.
Flea?
Yeah.
Any reason behind that?
It was just from an anime.
All right, keep it on. Keep it on, Brett. Keep it on.
What player is most likely to be late for scrims?
Bumper.
Naughty boy.
Most likely to giggle in a serious moment.
Bumper.
Most likely to argue with you.
Twilight.
Oh.
I saw your house video. Who's the best ping pong player in the house?
Me.
Nice.
Who in your house is the workout partner?
Sominsu. A lot of them actually go to the gym, but Sominsu the most.
I read from your video it was only Sominsu and you.
Yeah, but they've all started
2
going to
buff
the gym.
points, huh?
No, it's a team of buff boys.
Right. What's the over-under on the Titans winning 30 games in a row? You're currently at 16. What about 30?
I don't want to make a bet on that. That's hard. That's hard.
Which player is the best English?
Maybe Hureg, because he lived here for a year.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Are you going to make it 20 games in a row?
That means we win stage 2, right?
Correct.
Yeah, let's do it.
Doing it. All right. When's the next time we get to see this again?
Oh, no.
I mean, Harsha's a guest appearance at the end as well. Anyone who's seen this video for the
Unfortunately,
first time,
you have to watch it all the way through now.
Oh, no.
Whenever Johnny wants to, film his restroom again, just
Why the grapes? Why the?
the podcast was called Through the Grapevine.
Can I give you some developers insight
Yeah,
into this?
real quick.
We bought $80 worth of grapes to fill in our bathtub, and there's not enough grapes to fill a bathtub. So we tried to fill it with water to make the grapes float, making it look like it was a funnel. But grapes don't float.
Grapes don't float.
So we poured like 500 grams of salt in to try and increase the density of the water, and that didn't work.
So you were eating salty grapes.
Salty grapes, yeah.
The things you do so that Brenji can wear tights and have a pool noodle in the shower. Incredible stuff. Well.